Hi, this is Johnny. I'm a global artist ambassador for FENIX360, and I'm blessed to be joined today by the musical artist, JOSE'E Weigand. Hi, Jose. How are you?
Hi, Johnny. Good to see you. I'm great. Thanks for having me.
Oh, Joe, it's great to have you too. Thanks. And listen, I wanted to share some of the music that you have up on your YouTube channel, if I can. And I'd
hmm
love to tune into the La Vie Quartet piece you have. Is that a cool?
Yeah, that would be great.
All right, sweet. All right, everyone, let's tune in now to Joe Weigand and La Vie Quartet. Beautiful, Joe. Great to see you performing, and I really appreciate you. Listen, I wonder if you might tell us, what the inspiration was for that collaboration, and how your journey as an artist has progressed, and also, where you're from.
Yeah. So that particular video stemmed out of the pandemic in 2020 when all of our quartet performances were just wiped away. And
Yeah.
the four of us were kind of like, well, we want to keep playing music. We can't put on concerts. What do we do? So we figured out the audio side of things. We set up a camera, we set up microphones, we did arrangements of popular music from the past couple of years, and we just released a bunch of covers. And I think it really helped our group with like a following. And
Yeah.
it was really fun. It gave us something to do. And looking back on those videos, I'm really proud of them and all the work that we did.
Isn't it interesting that, you know what I mean? And that has been the case too. It's like, we've had to incubate a little bit. And so for creative artists, this has been an opportunity to, in some cases, really come bursting out with some new kind of interesting and dynamic, compositions and creations. And this is a real creative inspiration you had as well. And then you guys are
Right.
honing your skills as well and staying relevant, by promoting them. And I think it's just really cool. So let me ask this that now, Joe. How about when you were considering being an artist? Maybe that even happened when you were a little kid. And also, where are you from?
Mhm.
No, where are you from, hon?
I'm from Milwaukee,
You're from Milwaukee.
originally I'm from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Um, yeah, I grew up in Wisconsin. I was homeschooled. I did a bunch of orchestras like the Milwaukee Youth Symphony Orchestra,
Huh?
and to Nashville, Tennessee, where I am now about 4.5 years ago. And that's kind of when everything really started for my career. I mean, I had lived in Chicago and New York City and other cities and done cool things over there, but Nashville is where like the studio scene is, and there's so many different play and country bands, and there's just a lot to do here. So
Oh
I'm
my
really lucky
God.
to be here.
The music scene in Nashville. I mean, that's like, a heart center of music in the US is
Yeah,
Nashville. And so I think that's a great place for you to be for your career and to
yeah.
hone your skill and collaborate with other
Mhm.
artists. And so that was another question I was interested in as far as other artists are concerned. Can you tell me, who are some of the artists that you really love that helped inspire you and want to become an artist yourself?
So I would say in middle school, when I first kind of began violin, which is mainly what I do now, I would listen to the radio and think to myself, who is who is Taylor Swift's fiddle player? And like, how did they get there? And how do I do that?
Cool.
And I wasn't really sure like how to connect the dots. But like a huge musical inspiration for me is the violinist Hilary Hahn, who's just she's the best of the best and perfect at what she does. So that was a huge inspiration. But honestly, like I'm big into musical theater. I love like Elton John. I love like the new theater stuff coming out, like the Dear Evan Hansen soundtracks and the more pop driven um, music there. So I just was a lover of all the genres, and I wanted to get my hands into a lot of things. And um, I think after years of like going down a winding path, I finally kind of found that. And I'm actually, I'm in the quartet, I'm doing my own music, and I'm also working on a new musical that I'm writing. So
Wow.
that kind of takes me to New York City a little bit, and we've done shows over there. And I get to work with a lot of incredible artists and singers. So yeah, it's just kind of like a multi-genre collaboration, and that's kind of what I've always wanted to do. So yeah, I guess growing up, I had just a lot of different inspirations.
Sounds like it. And sounds like you're really landing at a place where, this energy is infectious and you're really magnetic. You're basically attracting all these other like-minded, productive artists to collaborate with. And I love the idea of your musical that you're planning, to develop and write. That's awesome. So at any rate, we'll look forward to learning more about it, Joe, by tuning into your social media channels. You use them to basically, drop your latest works and to let people be informed about what you're working on. So I want everyone to tune into the social media channels below. You're going to find our interview today for JOSE'E Weigand, and we will look forward, Joe, to having you coming up on FENIX360. And thanks so much for being with me. I really appreciate you.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right, you take good care.